Welcome back to Itchy Nuisance. Another Warhammer Fantasy Battle report. This time it's my Tomb Kings versus Andrew's High Elves. We're both hosts of Old World Fanatics, as most people might know by now if you've been watching my channel the last couple of weeks. But if not, I just keep plugging this because most of the content's going over there every week on Old World Fanatics. As we do more videos, we might put them on here or rebrand, like I said, last battle report, but we're still, I guess, working that out. So yeah, this is another test of CanCon's tournament pack, which is next January in Australia in Canberra. It's game 2, which is a similar setup to 8th edition Warhammer Fantasy Battles Dawn Attack scenario, in that it's random deployment and slightly more forgiving because you can put your characters in last anywhere, you don't roll for them. And then, yeah, the flanks are further up, only 9 inches from the center line. Now, so both of us changed our lists from last time we've played these type of armies. I was just wanting to take Tomb Kings because I think it's going to suffer against my Tomb King list against, just fast armies. And originally Andrew had a dragon and 2 eagles. So I was like, I'm just going to take the same army and I just want to see what happens. What usually happens, we ended up changing both lists a little bit. So he doesn't have a dragon anymore. He's just got his lord on a griffin. Same sort of setup, I think, but just a griffin. And only 1 eagle, because he ended up dropping a few things in order to get a second wizard. So, yeah, and of course, remember, this is random deployment. I think we both agreed it probably screwed me the most. And being Tomb Kings, VCs are probably going to suffer from this as well a little bit. But, yeah, I won't use that as an excuse. There's a few things I just did dumb as well. So, whoops, spoiler alert. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, on his right flank, he ends up with a bolt thrower, his lord on a griffin, 1 eagle, 10 archers, and a chariot. And then in the middle, a big it's the only silver helms he's got in this list as well, but he's got his BSB in this one and the war banner and his one of his mages level 2 on high, which has 3 spells, I think, 'cause it's got an extra spell, and a chariot. So that unit, I know it was bad and I still didn't manage to deal with it as good as I should. I really need to work out how I can get rid of that BSB, because that thing already has like D6, what is it, D6 plus 2 combat res straight away. Yeah, it's pretty nasty for a cav unit, and 2 up saves, pretty hard to get through. The chariot, more archers. He's level 2 on heavens, which I think definitely had the number 1 spell where you can get up to D3 rerolls. Can't remember. Oh, the other one was like +1 to hit or something. And then his dragon princes are over here. In the last game, he's the battle banner person was in that one, but not this time. That's out on his left flank. This is where mine just got a bit screwed up. So this unit of 4 chariots with my generals, the same, is it the same setup? No, not from last time. It's got my Tomb King. He's got the same setup. There's a 16 skeleton warriors, like archers, behind that unit. It was the first thing I dropped and I had to put it over there. I gave it enough room in case this happened, and at least the chariots were able to be in front of them, so sort of get out of there, but they ended up dropping over on that flank as well, which sucked. What I have changed is this 4 chariot unit has Banner of Undying Legion, so they can heal themselves. So I guess they can heal plus 2 enchantments from the Tomb King on 2 dice, taking the highest. They can sort of move and operate by themselves, which is sort of wanted. The only thing in the middle was a casket and 10 archers, so not good. Not good, Bob. 2 tomb scorpions as well, which I entombed and put them in the middle of the board. Probably not a great setup, actually, to be honest. And then out on the left flank, I ended up with more archers. Ended up putting my Hierophant in there because he's close to the casket, the catapult, which technically is a bad idea. And then my Tomb Guard with the Tomb Prince. The Tomb Prince is carrying basically a Dispel Scroll, but also the Collar of Shepesh, which gives him that 4-up, send the wounds to the unit. So sort of like a ward save. And then, the Hierophant's near him that can heal them. And then Leech Priest can fly around, 10 skeletons, 16 Tomb Guard, Icon of Rakaf. So I wanted to really test this, but I didn't get a chance. Basically allows this unit to reform and then at the beginning of the turn. So it can pivot anywhere, do anything, and also even declare a charge. So that I ideally wanted this unit back near my casket to sort of guard stuff, but didn't work out in this random deployment. And then I had less drops, but I lost the roll off, so he went first. Now, technically, I also deployed, like, no reason for me to deploy that far up, but I did because I'm dumb. His general actually has a turn 1 charge, and the eagle which was there into that archer unit. So he said he wouldn't do it, but I don't know. In hindsight, I don't know. I think it's still a doable thing. You go in with those two things, you'd easily probably kill 5 or 6. They crumble, and you kill the Hierophant. Game over. But he didn't do that, which is good. Not that it helped me that much. So he just moves up a little bit hedgy because he doesn't want my Tomb Guard to get a magic move charge off on his unit. So he's just sort of positioning himself for a turn 2 setup. The eagle's flown off around the side, which I'll show you in a minute. Going to get the casket. Like that. The big block of they're called not Reavers. God, Silver Helms go this way as well. So he's just going to destroy my left flank, and I've got nothing I can do about it really. And like he said, actually on our podcast, like his left flank, he didn't really care. Apart from the wizard, he didn't care about losing that either. So it was just concentrate on one side and then roll down. Shooting, I don't think much happens there. In shooting, he takes out 2 Tomb Guard and actually an entire chariot. Those archers on the hill end up taking out 2 chariots in this game, which is pretty good for him. So my turn 2, I fly my Hierophant out of there because I know that this unit's getting charged in front and I'm not going to, this is not going to go well. So I get him out in the forest, no one can hurt him. And if I'm lucky, Magic Missile his eagle off if I could. Yes, I'm staring down the barrel here. It's not going to be fun. I think I'd try to shoot at the archers on the hill, might kill 1. And that unit on the flank move up. You can see I've lost a chariot, but I in the magic phase I end up trying to heal it, which I do. And then I only got 1 wound off on this thing. So it's only D6 strength 4, so it's not unexpected, but would have been nice to, because I'm in really trouble. I'm in big trouble here, so it would have been. I need all the rolls I can get. But anyway, here's what it is. None of my Tomb Kings come up either, which sucks. Tomb Scorpions, sorry. Don't blow my catapult up, but it lands behind the Silverhounds and then scatters 10, so didn't do anything. And then his turn 2, here they come. So the eagle's in the catapult, and he does a 3 charge. So the chariot and his general and the Silverhounds are just going to wipe out my Tomb Guard and Tomb Prince. So, yep. Yeah, actually in combat, interestingly, it's just a push. This eagle can't even beat any tomb skeleton warriors on the catapult, which is pretty funny. But yeah, he just, we'll get to it, but he just ends up annihilating this unit. Nothing much happens. I don't think he's getting much magic off. He gets that little red dice behind. He gets 1 reroll. He's trying to use it on the impact hits, which is funny because I think he rolled a 1 and he re-rolled it and got another 1. So, I'm not the only one with bad dice rolls. Takes out another chariot again, and then totally wipes out right down to here it is, 1 wound left on my Tomb Prince. So originally we thought it was two wounds left, and then we're into the next turn and realised he had the war banner, so I took another wound off that guy. So yeah, that's not looking good. And his general and chariot overrun into my skeleton archers. It's not going to be good. You can see I've moved over my this must be actually my turn. My Hierophant's moved over to try to take a shot or heal. I think he went over there to try and heal stuff, but there wasn't enough left anyway. So yeah, my turn. I've moved my unit up here, and I'm going to try a magic charge into the the Dragon Princes or something. But yeah, and then I do, well, my Tomb Prince does do a wound to his BSB, but not 2 wounds. So with the D6 plus 2 combat res, yeah, it destroys my guy. This is magic, actually, and the casket goes off. He basically threw his dice to stop me doing the 2 moves on these chariots, so he didn't have anything left for the casket, and it went off, blew up his dragon princes. The last one ran off the board, which is cool, and it also blew up his bolt thrower, which was good, and the back left there. But yeah, as I said, combat. Yeah, my Tomb Prince is now dead. And he's starting to eat in and just takes out those archers. They're gone. And overruns the chariot into the catapult. So yeah, that flank's gone. They still hang around for a turn, I think, which is quite funny. But then, yeah, he moves the Silverhelms and the general ready to try to take out the casket in his next turn. That's what it looks like coming barreling down. I am in trouble. He's just moving his chariots in the middle away from my chariots. And then you can just see up the top, sort of top right, he's doing the same thing now. He's taken his wizard into or close to the forest, so I can't get him. Gets a reroll off. Well, this is probably where his reroll, sorry, was he rerolled a 1, got a 1. And trying to see, looks like he's shooting another chariot off again. Not much. Blows up my catapult. And then my turn 3. So there's nothing. There's no use trying to take out his archers now that the Dragon Prince is gone. So I, fast cav chariots. I just move them 8 inches back this way. I managed to get 1 Tomb Scorpion up, not 2. Just failing to roll 4 up, then 3 up. So now next turn it'll be a 2 up. Move them up, and then we'll see what happens here. I'm trying to take pot shots at that eagle, and I think he's dispelling it, or I'm not getting it. And then it's time to see if I can magic move this chariot block and see if I can get a charge off onto his Silverhelms, because it's pretty far charged, but is it 16, I guess is the question. And basically, I rolled it, and he elected to let it go because he thought it was probably an 18-inch charge. We measured it, and it wasn't. So I got in, other magic, take out some archers, but yeah, get in there. And I only rolled 1 on the bloody Chariot of Fire impact hits, which sucked. But I did manage to take out a couple of the Silverhelms. But my big guy, so that was just with impact hits and the other stuff. But my actual Tomb King, that's what he rolled there on the right for his hits. So he didn't do anything. And then I didn't challenge. I thought there was a champ in there. And so, just silly not asking. Because he even said he's going to challenge. Went, nah, because I thought he's going to try to lock my Tomb King up. And so I just wanted to go against the unit for combat res. But stupidly the proper play was actually no, he didn't have a champion for a start, and then do a challenge because I think I could get rid of that 1 wound, and there goes his D6 banner plus his BSB. Now, having said that, I rolled that for the hit, so it wouldn't have made a difference. And that's when I started to swear, as you get annoyed. So yeah, my chariot start crumbling bad with his D6 plus 2 combat res plus whatever else he's doing. It's not good. And then his turn, his general comes in the side. Yeah, it looks like I didn't get my Scorpion off on the charge either. What's he doing? I think he just ends up... Oh, the Eagle charges in as well. No, he doesn't. That was just his general. Wipes out my general and other guys. You can see I've done a few wounds. I think I've done 2 to the Griffin, 1 to him, 1 to his BSB, but obviously just not enough to get them killed. Skeleton, the Tomb Scorpion finally turns up. But at this point, I'm not going to do a lot. I'm just going to try. I've got, I popped the heretic jar. I'm going to try and get 2 magic moves on these Scorpions to get them into these Silverhelms or his general, just to see if I can kill him below the thing. I end up rolling 4 twice on my movement, and he just dispels them because he only needs to roll like a 3 because he's got +1 or something. And so I don't get any movement off. They just sit there. And then in his turn, he goes into them, which sucks. And his eagle takes out my casket. He pops one of the scorpions. The other one with the general holds on a little bit, trying killing blows, still doesn't work. Ends up popping that one. The only thing really left in the last 2 turns for me was moving my Hierophant over here and trying to take these 18-inch shots magic missiles at these archers just to do something. Both times I rolled 4 again. So I've rolled 4 spells in a row, rolling 3 and 1 on all 4 of them, and he just dispels them. By then I'm just like, there, this is Warhammer. It's fun, but it's dumb sometimes. So it's all good. You can't blame the dice when you're just being dumb as well. So wipes out the skeletons. There I go again, rolling another 4. At this point, it's like, this is just funny now. And that is the game. I mean, I've only got my Hierophant left and 16 skeleton archers, and the rest was dead. So plus he had 3 table quarters plus the extra one. I mean, it would have been a 24-1 or something to tournament score. We actually did stream this, so maybe on the show notes here or on the description, I'll link to the. It's pretty amateur, but if you didn't want to watch it, we did stream it. I'll probably get some better microphones at some point for streaming because it was quite fun. I think the visuals are probably okay because we're only using 2 cameras because I'm just lazy. It's just the audio is a bit crap, so we'll probably fix that. But yeah, oldworldfanatics.com if you want to subscribe to our podcast. It's a weekly one, generally around the Monday, Tuesdays. And obviously, as these rule updates come out, we're pretty keen to be part of it and be, informing you guys and chatting to you guys about all things Old World. So I hope you enjoyed this battle report. Link, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you on the next one.